Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here, welcome back to Final Fantasy IX and our perfect Excalibur II gameplay series. Today we're going to be heading into the village of Dali. Alright then, so we're going to load up here and we're going to continue on where we left off previously. So for those of you following along with the GameFaqs walkthrough by Atomus, this video is going to cover section D1-07. So that's the 7th section of Disc 1. And we're just going to exit the Ice Cavern. It is a linear path. And you may want to put your disabling of random enemy encounters on at this point, since we will be going out to the world map as well, where we're going to obviously have the chance of encountering them. If you can't disable them because you're not playing on a modern system, then you'll just have to keep reloading your game until you get to the village, which is where we're heading next, without any enemy encounters. But before that, we're going to go through some cutscenes here, and we are going to have to name Dagger here, or Garnet. So just be ready to hit the R2 button if you're playing on PS4, followed by the X in order to get through the name screen quite quickly. Okay then, so it is just a short walk over to the village of Dali. And you may want to, if you haven't already, disable those random enemy encounters at this point. You don't have to, but if you do encounter an enemy, you'll want to reload and start again. So it is easiest and less frustrating just to put that toggle on, in my opinion. And here's the village. So this is going to be the village of cutscenes. So a lot of X spamming, but there's also going to be a few paths that we need to take in order to trigger the next cutscene, if that makes sense, in the quickest way possible. So I'll mention those as we come to them. But here at the entrance, we'll go through the opening cutscene, and then we'll automatically be taken into the inn, where after another cutscene, we'll be resting for the night. Good morning. Right, time to get up nice and early. And we're going to get control of Zidane at this point. So what we're going to want to do is, first of all, ignore the ATE. We don't need to worry about that. It's just going to waste time. Instead, we're going to exit the inn. We're going to head north. And this might look a little bit strange, but there is a reason to it. We're going to head to the right. And then we're going to come straight back once we've gone over to that screen. And then we're going to head into the pub area here. And again, we're going to exit straight out. The reason we're doing this is we'll be able to trigger scenes with Vivi and Dagger. Into the windmill, and then straight back out again. And then speak to Vivi. And you'll get the whole conversation from him that we're needing to get. So unfortunately, at the end of that scene, Vivi does get kidnapped, and Zidane is put automatically outside the inn. Ignore the ATE still and go into the shop building just opposite the inn. And if you copied what I did exactly in jumping in and out of those buildings up north, then Dagger will be present here in the item shop. And we need to speak to her in order to continue the story and go through another cutscene. Right, so once Dagger has left, we're going to speak to the shopkeeper, and we're going to do a little bit of selling and purchasing. And this is what you need to do. You need to sell your 3 Phoenix pinions, and that should give you 15,252 gil in total, if you've been doing exactly what I've been doing throughout this playthrough. And you want to buy 97 wrists, 5 feather hats, and 3 leather shirts. And the reason for that is we're actually going to be able to make a nice profit a little bit later on, with a little gil making trick, which I'm sure many of you are aware of. So this is the first opportunity we can purchase these items now, and that's what we're going to do. So that's 97 wrists, 5 feather hats, and then 3 leather shirts. They're in that order in the item list. Once you've done that, we're going to head back over to the inn. And just be careful, because some of these NPCs do like to run in your way. Knocked me for sideways then. And into the inn we go, and then head back into the room. Oh yeah, give Gumo the letter first. You can also do this at the start, it doesn't really matter. On either of these 2 visits. And then head in here and speak to Dagger for some more cutscene action. And there's also going to be a forced ATE as well. Okay, so back in control of Zidane once more at this point. We're going to exit the inn again. And again, we're going to head north into the village, deeper. And pretty much we're going to head over to the area where we had a chat with Vivi earlier on. So he's not there now. Obviously, we witnessed him get kidnapped, but Zidane's not aware of that at the moment. Although we do seem to be getting these strange chocobo sounds, despite the fact there doesn't appear to be many chocobos nearby. So they obviously are coming from somewhere, those noises. Once again, back in control of Zidane. You don't need to use this exclamation that I did. That was just a misclick. Instead, you want to head back into the windmill area. This is where we popped in and out of earlier. And then right at the entrance, there's this metal hatch. So we are going to use that and head on down into this secret underground windmill bunker, or whatever it is. So we're on the hunt for Vivi at this point, though there's a few items we're going to want to grab on the way. Some gil out of this first chest, and then if we head into this next area, we'll get another cutscene. At the end of this cutscene, then we're going to head back into that previous area where there was those suspicious-looking people, shall we say, and grab the hidden chest that's in this hut area, and then just opposite this one, there's another chest as well, which we'll want to pick up in front of the rope fence before going into the next area. And there is a Moogle here, so we'll just take a brief moment to save our game. To be honest, saving at this point probably isn't really that necessary, and he's just going to waste a little bit of time, but the option's there if you want to do so. So from here we're just going to grab the two items that are up high, and we're going to need to jump up in order to get this first one. And then you can see there's a kind of rope lever attached to some rudimentary pulley system, of which somebody's hidden a potion up there. So we'll go and grab that, and then we're going to head into the next area. There's actually two items now in this area, but we're going to be going through this area twice. We're going to grab one item on each way. Doesn't matter which one you grab, just grab the one you don't get when we come back through here. So it's just to save time doing it this way. If you grab them both, you have to backtrack to the middle of the room, you see. So here we're going to get another cutscene. And there are some items to loot in here, but we're going to be doing that in the next section, not today. So we're just going to get through the cutscene and then make our way back into that previous room. Righty-ho, so with Vivi back with us. So there's some strange stuff going on in here, isn't there? And then we're going to grab that item that we missed on the way through here originally. And then back to the previous area where the Moogle was hanging out. That's Kumop. Kumop still chilling in his barrel, probably trying to hide. You don't want to go up there. So you want to go to Mognet here and offer to take this guy's letter to Moki. And then you can save. And that brings us to the end of this section. The end of D1-07. So save on a new save file or overwrite one of your previous ones if you're happy that you won't need to go back to those at all. Okay, I'll just show you my time. Where you can see it's 1:16:12. So I think I've got 900 and something gil as well. Just check that for you, just in case you're trying to keep up with exactly what I'm doing. 988 gil, and 1:16:12 is our time, which is about 1 minute and 45 seconds behind schedule from what we should be at. But the reason why I'm not stressed too much about that is because we can catch up easily later on with the no encounters option. So when we have encounter, ridden episodes where there's a lot of wandering around places, then we're going to make up the time there. So that's why I'm absolutely fine with that. But that's it for me for today, guys. So thanks for stopping by. I hope this little walkthrough is proving helpful to you. And it'll be nice to be able to get all of the, stuff in the game, all of the trophies as well, for the PlayStation 4 version here on one save file, including the Excalibur II trophy. So hopefully we'll manage it, but we'll see how we get on as we go forward. But that's it for me for today, guys. So thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you soon for more Final Fantasy IX.